Are you ready for this? My name is Brittany Cole, and I hope that you are staying safe and sanitized as we navigate this new normal of social distancing. I don't know about you, but the last week and a half or so has felt like an absolute whirlwind of going from engaging in activities with groups, walking into the offices of my clients and being able to hug people, to now doing this whole elbow thing or setting up a virtual meeting. And so today I thought I would share some tips on how we can leverage video to maintain the sense of connection and interaction with our teams. So I've got 3 tips for you today. The first is to see what you need. So before you hop on that virtual meeting, make sure, number one, that you are aware of the time zone. So that's the first thing. Make sure that you are cognizant of the time zone that the meeting was set up in and the corresponding time zone to wherever you are. Second, you want to make sure that you are familiar with the software. So if you have not been, maybe you are some type of field colleague and you haven't had to utilize virtual meetings or your software a lot, make sure that you know the functionality. You know how to share your screen if you need to. You know how to think through, especially if you are a leader, to engage with things like real-time surveys or whiteboarding if it's a longer meeting to maximize the engagement of the meeting. I would also say if you are a leader watching this, go ahead and encourage your teams to turn on their video. I know at the last organization that I was a part of, we utilized WebEx. So there was this option of being able to turn your camera on and off. A lot of organizations utilize Hangouts. I absolutely love utilizing Zoom with my clients. And one of the things that I do is when I set up the meeting, I'll go ahead and pre-select for the video to be turned on for myself as the host, as well as the participants, so that when you join the meeting, you have to make a decision of turning the video off, not turning the video on. So I hope that's helpful for you. Here's the second tip. See where you'll be seen. So make sure that you're taking inventory of your background. So I'm here in my home office shooting this. So the bookcase is the background, but also make sure that you are aware of your lighting. So we have a great window in here, which brings in natural light. Make sure that you're also preferably facing the door. So many of you have probably seen the now viral video of the reporter, and I believe the outlet was CNN, but he's sharing in this interview and the door opens and in walks his kids, like both of them. And then the wife comes scourging in, right? And so things happen. I love that video. It's super cute. But a way to prevent that from happening is to make sure that you're facing the door. That way it gives you enough time if you need to mute, turn your camera off, or even to throw a hand up, depending on who it is, to say, hey, work's going on in here, please stop. And you can do that in terms of your, not your verbal like I just did, but with your hand without those on video, knowing that you're like signaling for someone, please not to interrupt you as you're presenting on your video. Also, you want to think about how are you leveraging the functionality to turn off your video if you need to. So if you need to hop up and grab something, go to a different room, whatever the case may be, that happens, especially depending on how long the meeting is. You want to make sure you utilize the functionality just to turn your camera off. That way it's not distracting. When you have to step away, when you come back and you're in place, you can turn your camera right back on. Here's the last and final tip. See how you'll be seen before you join your video meeting. So what I like to do, regardless of the device, is to go ahead and open up the camera app. So as I said, I'm on my phone here, or whether I'm shooting on a tablet, or if you're shooting on your laptop, and I'm saying shooting, if you're shooting a video like I am, that works too. But if you're joining a video meeting on your laptop, just make sure that you open up the camera app, because it gives you an opportunity to adjust the angle so that you're aware of, again, that background and also the view of you that you want to be seen. You get an opportunity to see that before you join the video. Also, make sure that you wipe off that camera lens. And as always, if you're not speaking, make sure that you go ahead and mute your device, even if you're on a virtual meeting and it's silent in your space, because all of that background noise and even sometimes an echo will get picked up. All right. So listen, I hope this was helpful for you. Here at Career Thrivers, we are definitely definitely prioritizing safety. And as many of you know, we have a leadership development conference, Thrive Together Con 2020, that's coming up on May 29th and 30th. We are staying very close to the medical outlets and their advice through the end of May. And so as of right now, the conference is still on. We do have a contingency plan for a virtual summit that we'll be communicating if we need to go that route. All right. So make sure you check out careerthrivers.com for all of the fun details on the conference. We're super excited to have some amazing experts that are going to be right here with us in Nashville, or perhaps on video. So make sure you check out all of the details. Stay safe, stay sanitized, and until next time, let's thrive together. Take care.